Hi everyone, my name is Miranda Fergus. I'm a teacher in the public system, the public primary school system. I have been teaching about 22 years. I call myself I'm an author, I'm a cosmom, a mother of 2 children, and recently a grandmother. I'm currently assigned in the early childhood department. I work with a reception class, and that is my bread and butter, and I really enjoy working with small children and building a firm foundation, seeing when concepts become consolidated and seeing when they grow. I really do enjoy working. I love that about teaching. Today I'm sharing with you 2 books. Number School, which is a mathematics concept story, as well as The Math Sanitizer. The Math Sanitizer was produced for the Ministry of Education and Technical Vocational Training. It was produced to fill the need of being able to reach out to that early childhood age group to speak to them about the importance of wearing masks. And then I published Number School under my company named in honor of my father. His nickname was Stumpy, and so that's why it's Young Stumpy Productions, and it's a concept story. The story teaches children of the early childhood age group that each number has a name, and they actually go through the concept of the amount, the numeral, as well as spelling the number name. So that's the content of this concept story, Number School. Number School, the story of Number School is actually pretty interesting. I wrote Number School during my tenure of teacher training. It was ready to fulfill a course, and I wrote it probably in a weekend because it was something that, as many colleagues would know, we write scripts, we write stories a lot to fill the need of teaching children a particular concept. That was in 2007. I would have created a giant book made of Bristol board. So it was, I would say, the unedited version. And a friend actually used to borrow it every year to use with her class. And she would say, Miranda, this book works. You need to publish this book. So I started my journey of exploring self-publishing. And at the time when I started that, there was something called vanity publishing, and it was looked down upon. And I had initially gotten an illustrator, and it never worked out. At the same time, my daughter was developing her art skills, and at some point, then when we realized my father was sick, and I realized I wanted to do something to keep his name in memory and to keep his name going and on what he stood for, I spoke to her. I said, do you think you can do this? I think she was 15 or 16. She said, yes, I can get it done. We lost my dad in 2016, and I was like, I have to do this, and I was really driven to have the name out there. And she illustrated the book, I think within a couple weeks. And then I went through the process of getting it printed here, getting my business name registered, and going through all of that. So the proudest aspect of the book is really that my daughter did the illustrations. Well, as I said before, a colleague was the person that kept saying to me, this book works. So any concept story teaches the children what the concept is. So Number School, I'm just opening here. It actually spells out each number name. We follow the order, of course, of the numbers attending school. The fact that it is placed, the setting is placed within a school. There's a correlation, or we start in the early childhood age group, we start with the known and we go to the unknown. So the known is, this is a school, you have a name, a number has a name. So children begin to develop the concept that every number has a name. So when we're moving on in the older ages now, and we encounter a fraction number, a fraction is a number and it has a name. We encounter an ordinal number, it's a number and it has a name, and the numeral looks a particular way. So it builds the foundation of the fact that every number has a name. And then on top of that, it teaches it can start with nursery to reception children to spell the number names 1 to 10. We don't focus on 0 first. 0 will be a separate concept. Presently, Number School is available on Amazon. You would have to type Number School and my name, Miranda Fergus, in order to find the book, but it can be ordered on Amazon. I'm currently working on being able to make it available in local bookstores, but one could also contact me directly to get a copy. So if you wanted to reach out to me for a copy of the book, you can follow us on Facebook at Young Stumpy Productions, also on Instagram. That is YOUNGSTUMPY Productions. So it's Young Stumpy Productions. So that's on Instagram, that's on Facebook. We also have a few videos providing support for numeracy development as well as literacy development on our YouTube channel, so you can also check that out. I'm always glad to share, so whether you want the book or not, and persons have reached out to me for assistance to do professional development sessions with parents as well as teachers, so I'm always open to do that as well.